Hey guys, good morning. It's High Priestess Jamila. So I was looking around on the internet and I realized that there's like Trump is talking about sending us all $1,000 in the next 2 weeks. Like that is crazy. You know what? That would just be so. I don't know. It would definitely be different, because I don't that's crazy. It would be the first time I ever seen anything like that. Supposedly he's supposed to be sending us $1,000 a piece because he said that Americans need cash right now. I'm like, go ahead. Do I get this $1,000 quicker because my last name is Briscoe? Like, do they go in alphabetical order while they're passing out all this money? How do we sign up for it? That's crazy. I get, you know what? I wonder how he's going to do that. I saw it, guys. It was on Yahoo. So it's got to be real. Okay. I think that's a nice thing to do. Definitely. And I think this coronavirus is finally paying off. You guys, it's so funny. It's not funny actually because literally everybody is so afraid right now. Um, Woosah. I have been listening to frequencies that heal and regenerate the DNA, and then also a few of the coronavirus frequencies are really, really good because right now the frequency is really bad right now. It is just with everything, just us as a collective in the US and just all around the world. So those frequencies do help a lot. I know that I was sort of feeling like I was over here like, oh my God, do I have the coronavirus? I literally was paranoid about it. But it's it's crazy. It's crazy. So I don't know, guys. We'll see if Trump is really gonna do that. I'll take $1,000, even though I'm not really afraid of the coronavirus. I'm afraid of people freaking out. That's the main thing that I'm afraid of. Seriously. I mean, even if it was a big ass asteroid coming towards the earth, I think I would be scared at first, but then I think that you probably would get distracted by the fear because it would be mayhem. It would be people literally running the streets, running around like chickens with their heads cut off, literally. Sounds like a blessing. Yeah. Well, we definitely gonna have some blessings, but it just is crazy. Just like, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would prefer to not have the energy of this coronavirus. Like, I don't know. It's kind of annoying. It really is because it's like, do we ever get to just be happy? Like, when do we ever just get to be happy on this planet without some kind of threat, whether or not it's a threat to the environment, a threat to your health? It seems like it's always a threat, doesn't it? It just mm-mm-mm. I think that it would be good though. I think that you know what, that would actually be wonderful. He needs to do that immediately. I don't know how exactly he would distribute this $1,000 to everyone. I guess it would be via a check. Is there like some sort of sign up form, or do we just magically end up with this $1,000 check in the mail? Because I'll take it. I would prefer to have it direct deposited. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing it out there. Maybe he should, like, I don't know. They should have you do like a sign up form where you can put your direct deposit information and, let's make it happen, Trump. Let's make this happen because there have been some people off of work. Maybe they haven't been getting paid for being off of work. Yeah, did you hear about it too? Ma Jones Black Honey Dash, M Jones Black Honey Dash. Did you hear about this? I just heard about it this morning. So hopefully that'll happen. Hopefully this whole coronavirus thing will also subside. I know that Tom Hanks and his wife was released from the hospital. That's positive. Okay, that's very positive. I think that Trump should do it. I'm highly encouraging this. Let's definitely I just read something about this as part of the coronavirus stimulus package. It isn't etched in stone yet, just a proposal. Okay. Well, Robin Sam, I propose that they should go ahead and do this because, I feel like they owe us. I feel like they owe us. There's a lot of people that are going to be like, well, it kind of, when you compare it to the risk of death, $1,000 really ain't nothing. But I think just to get people through, just to give people some extra in case they've been out of work or either negatively impacted or affected by it. How did all the celebrities get tests but regular people can't? Trust me, I've thought about that too. I said, why do they get special privileges to where they get tested but everybody else can't? But to be honest with you, I feel like this, if you start coming down with symptoms of the coronavirus, I feel like most of you are going to survive it. Like, you got to think, guys, when y'all hear about, I hate to sound like this because I feel like every single soul on this earth is important, and I would hate to see, just even one person suffer. That's sad. But when you think about it, there's trillions of people on this earth, and whatever it is that people are dying from, which have to do with this, which, to be honest with you, more people die of the flu when it comes to people that have either an oppressed immune system or for whatever reason. So, when you think about it, but I think that we'll all recover from this. Yeah, help catch up on some bills, or either maybe, you know what? Many of y'all can start a savings account with that $1,000. I would start a savings account. I would. I would. But you know what I have found, guys, is the more money that you spend, the more money that you make. It's so weird. I know that I'm not telling y'all to go out and spend, but I'm saying, like, it is something weird about that. I don't know if y'all catch what I'm saying, but but it is good to have, like just $1,000 just kind of for a rainy day, whatever it is that you need it for. So you can even save that money. That's what I would definitely do with it, is I would save that money. Okay. I would put it in the bank and save it. But with a lot of people's jobs being shut down, though, that is insane. That's insane that a lot of people's jobs shut down. I have a couple of clients where their jobs shut down, and it's like, oh my goddess, like, what the hell? Um, yeah, there's a book by Dean Koontz written in 1981 about this called The Eyes of Darkness. It says the virus will quickly disappear but may return in 2030. Oh God. Yeah, I've that's what I saw. I saw that virus was going to come through. It was going to take a small portion of people, like very small. When you think about, let's say that they say that 7,000 people have died from the coronavirus. 7,000 is a lot because that's 7,000 people. That's terrible. Like my heart goes out to those people. I think we should have like a candlelight vigil for those people would be the correct response to that. But that pales in comparison to how many people are on this earth, which means that the probability of you dying from it is extremely rare. But I think that they should start taking care of us more when it comes to stuff like this because, this is really, really terrible. It's terrible. And I think that all of us count. We all matter. We do. So I think that, if there was any way for them to do that, that they should definitely do it because, people, it's just, and of course, I'm not saying anything about China, but, of course not, or Hong Kong, or because I could be saying the wrong country because isn't China and Hong Kong two different countries? See, anyway, I know that, but listen, this thing is very stressful. It is. It's been really stressful for me because I'm an empath. So when you're an empath, if you're an empath, you need protection right now. You got to have that spiritual protection on deck. Like I just so happened to have a few clients prior to or during the breakout of this, and all of my clients are protected, including the people that are participating in the spring equinox. So the protection is what it's all about. And I don't know, I guess I'm meditating for people, but it helps if you meditate yourself. If you just let these frequencies play out in your house, you'd be surprised at how different you will feel. Not only have they put us out of work temporarily, they have now imposed a curfew on the city. I have a son in the Navy that can't even come to visit. Oh no, that is terrible. I couldn't even imagine not being able to get to my family because of something like that. I'm so sorry about that. I'm praying that all this stuff goes away very soon because this is just terrible. To be separated from your kids because of that, because that's the first thing that you want to do during a crisis is you want your kids to be close to you. So terrible. Yeah. What city are you in, Robin? Yeah. Yes, yes, panic and depression. And yeah, and I could feel that too. I could feel like a lot of people being very depressed over that and just like, because it just came out of nowhere. So we're all having a tower moment right now, but it'll get better. Yeah. Somebody else was telling me about alum rock. I got some alum. It's the powder kind. But I've been listening to those frequencies, and that's what's been making me feel better. And then also taking my allergy medicine because allergies, I can't stand allergies. It sucks so bad. Like just the way that allergies can make you feel. Like I've actually, with my allergies, I get wheezing and coughing when my allergies get really bad. So I have to take some kind of medicine for it. Yeah. Indianapolis, okay. Mm. They have a lot of people that are testing positive for it there or something. Mm-mm-mm. I feel like this. Y'all better like the one thing that scared me was them cutting off travel. You guys better try to get to your family members. Like if you have family that you need to either get next to, or I say, do it now because you can still travel, though they haven't shut down like any airlines right now or buses. So luckily we can still travel. Even though we can still travel though, a lot of people were canceling their travel plans, so I think that it's good right now that travel is still available, for an emergency. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have family that you need to get to, I think that's amazing. So, oh, okay, just one confirmed case. Yeah. So it's probably not even necessary for them to do that. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. What time is the curfew? Like at 8 or 9 p.m.? Mm-mm-mm. So because he's in the Navy, he can't come home to visit. That's so sad. That's so sad. I will tell you that they're like I just, I will tell you that this thing really hates families. It does. For some reason it seems like it's always trying to separate families. Is crazy. Like, and I'm talking about separating kids from their, parent and stuff, so that's so sad. My heart goes out to all of y'all families, and we gonna get that $1,000, y'all. We gonna get it quicker. Let's ask Saint Expeditors to get it going. Oh, at 8 o'clock. Oh goodness. Huh. Wow. That's kind of that's martial law. Huh. That's definitely martial law. What happens if you go out after 8? Do you get arrested? What if you have an emergency? See, that's why I was saying, y'all, I felt like for years we were getting prepared for some kind of emergency. And I think right now, keeping calm and seriously activating y'all light bodies and meditation, I think that this is going to be key in getting through this. Because, I mean, when you think about it, that's misery. Your next couple of months we could all end up just miserable. Not to mention they rolled out 5G this month in Atlanta. They rolled it out even though they were told not to. They were advised against it. They still released 5G. So now our bodies have to adapt to that too. So I would say for about 5 or 10 minutes a day or longer, listen to those 5G frequency disruptors. They have those on YouTube and they work. Cause I could feel the shift in my phone service. My phone service got wonky after they rolled that out. They rolled it out in March in Atlanta. I could feel it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, if it's a curfew, then yeah, they would have to make sure that they shut down and made it home by 8. Well, you know what? It seems like it's a violation, but don't sweat the small stuff. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, let's just get through this and but that's miserable. Thinking having this fear that you could potentially get sick and die. Because I believe that what happens is that it can turn into pneumonia. Now, you don't necessarily have to die of pneumonia either. I'd say those chest salves and stuff, there's this chest salve recipe that I have. Cayenne pepper, cinnamon. So you do 1 part cayenne pepper, 1 part cinnamon. Honey, okay? Honey. And it was one other ingredient. I don't know why. You can just use those 3 ingredients though and rub it on your chest. That stuff be gone so quick. I've made that salve several times for myself because over here in Georgia, the allergies, the pollen is so thick over here that there's many people that have allergies and asthma. The pollen is so thick. So, because I know when I first got down to Georgia, I got bronchitis when I first got down here. When I was staying with my family, I had gotten bronchitis. I got real sick. Oh, I got so sick. My son got eczema. It just all of a sudden appeared. My older son, his skin just changed. So, yeah. Yeah, it's such a damper. It is, especially my goodness. It puts a damper on everything it does. But those, I'm telling you, those frequencies, because I think that what it is that it's depressing. It's like, oh my God. And so if you listen to those frequencies and you don't listen, a lot of people will say, well, I can't really hear the frequency. I can barely hear it, but trust me, when you play the frequency, those sound waves are still being released into the atmosphere. And yes, I can testify that these frequencies do work. Okay. It was discovered that sound waves have a lot to do with how you feel, how sick you are, how healthy you are. So I'm telling y'all, and a lot of that stuff will lift up like the way that I felt because I was already feeling it yesterday because of what's going on, and it gives you that heavy feeling in your chest, that fear. As soon as I started listening to those frequencies, like it just is like a weight lifted. And then some of y'all that are already, see, the reason why people panic, if you are feeling very, very panicky, you know, try to get yourself try to cleanse and clear yourself because people that get very panicky, they probably already had entities attached to them that were already messing with their body, with their mind, body, and spirit. So they, and when you hear about something like that, it may prompt you to go out and say, well, I'm going to go out and buy 12 cases of beer, and so it just to make sure, or either 12 cases of toilet paper, but that, in my opinion, depending on how you feel right now, especially if you're not sick, um, because some of us are having psychosomatic symptoms. Some of us are having psychosomatic symptoms, especially if you have an allergy problem. You may be feeling that just the energy of just that thought process of all the symptoms goes into everybody as a collective. And so yeah, $1,000 would definitely take people's minds off of that Trump. So they need to do that. And what are they going to do? Like, does the House have to vote on it or something? Like, should it even be a debate? They need to just open up a website where people can go in and put their information in And then bam, you get that $1,000 appear in your check. Or an even easier, more simpler way for him to do it would be to just add an extra thousand to everybody's income tax returns. So if you already got an income tax, or if you're expecting one, they can tack $1,000 onto that mug. That is what they can do too, y'all. You said some income guy. Oh, if you make less than 20,000, okay. Well, hey, if you are somebody that makes less than 20,000 a year, then I am praying for that $1,000 to come to you because my income is above that. But I want to see y'all get it. So let's do it. Let's do it because that'll definitely help out. I think Robin said that. Okay, Paige said if you make less than 20,000, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Just go ahead and tack that on to either their income tax return, or if they've already had their direct deposit. I think that would be the quickest way to do it. And then the rest of the people that maybe they haven't filed yet, that make less than that, then you know what I'm saying, that are within the guidelines, then they can sign up somewhere. But I think that, what y'all think about that? I think that's what they should do, because people need that money now. People, especially if you make less than 20,000 a year, you need that money like right now. Yeah. So anyway, in the meantime, um try doing those remedies and listening to those frequencies, because that's what I've been doing all day, just listening to those frequencies. You know what I'm saying? And I felt pretty much fine. I had a little bit of stress yesterday for other reasons. But other than that, I felt pretty good. I kind of felt a little sick a few days ago, but I said this is psychosomatic. And then also there's allergies. Do I think I have the coronavirus? No. Do I think that many of us are feeling like crap and feeling crummy because of everything that's going on? Absolutely, yes. And I'm going to tell y'all something. It's crazy because, like, all of the people that I'm working with, I would say that maybe 1 out of 10 of them are kind of like 2 out of 10 are kind of doing kind of iffy. In fact, guys, I gotta go because I gotta call some clients. So yeah, I would say also, guys, okay, if you work with a spiritualist, or if you are a spiritualist, there is nothing wrong with writing down on a piece of paper and getting you a black, white, and red candle and putting on there, I am protected from coronavirus. My family is protected from coronavirus. My children are protected. There is nothing wrong with doing that. You can do that. It's not against the rules. So that was the first thing that I did when I heard about coronavirus. Okay. When I heard that it was getting worse, I did a protection. And then also, if you're having symptoms, you can heal yourself. Because right now, I'm telling y'all, like, I can feel so many people, and it feels like whenever I come on here and I talk to you guys about it, it seems like the weight lifts. Like, I feel like at least people that are in my same consciousness, or at least whoever is watching me, they start to feel better about it. Because I'm telling you, if you tell yourself that you're going to get sick from something, then you can possibly make it happen. So, there was actually, and I'm telling y'all, this is not a game. The people's channels that I went to, there was a couple of people, and I actually saw a couple of videos where people were speaking it. They were saying, you do not have the coronavirus. You are not going to get the coronavirus. You are healthy. And for some reason, the energy just changes. It uplifts your energy. It does. When you hear those positive affirmations, it's very uplifting. So, and I think people need that right now. So, like, when I had heard that, like, for some reason, the frequency, like, you could just feel the vibration of that. So, definitely that's going to help, is Because when you think about it, this coronavirus, it's a demon. It is. It's a smaller demon. See, a virus is a living organism, isn't it? That attacks the human body and could possibly make you sick, feel like crap, or kill you. That's a demon. The coronavirus is a demon. It's comparable. So that's why I said it falls under the category that it can be banished, it can be returned to source, just like any other negative energy. I mean, it's worth a try. It's, you can't ever say that that something didn't work unless you tried it. And even if you couldn't afford to work with a spiritualist, you could do that yourself. You could go and get you some candles. They got plenty of candles on Amazon you can order. They got, you know what I'm saying? Get you some candles and write that down, and pray for the victims that have died, because that's really what we're picking up on is the people that have, died of this. I call it a mental illness. I do. It's a mental thing. In my humble opinion, that's my most humble opinion. Is something looking for me like an alien or a robot of some sort? Probably an alien, not a robot, but an alien. An alien is definitely looking for you. There's lots of them too. Yeah, I thank you so much, we them boys. I agree. Let's spread positive energy about this thing. And also another thing, guys, I can come back a little bit later. I got some readings to do, but I've noticed that when I come and I do frequencies with you guys, I'm gonna play the frequency from my computer. I've noticed that when I do that, people, it's almost like the frequency gets magnified to other people. So we can even do that later, and I'll show you guys that frequency that I was telling you guys about. That really, like, I'll listen to it probably like 3 or 4 times, and a lot of that feeling that I was having, which is coming from the mind, it started going away, because I can sense what everybody else is going through, and a lot of people are having symptoms, or either they think they're having symptoms. That's why a lot of people want to get tested. But whether or not you get tested or not, you're gonna be healed. Also calling the Archangel Raphael. If you feel anything, call to Archangel Raphael. The reason why some of these deities don't just automatically come to you is because they have to have your permission. You have to call them to you. And every time I call to Saint Raphael, what I can be having like a pain in my leg or something, and or anything, like I don't care what it is. I can be having a headache. I call to Saint Raphael, like it's gone, like within minutes. So, where there's a will, there's a way, and we're going to be okay, because I honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that there's some wicked things that can happen in this world. Do I think that, people, deserve to continue to go through this? No, because I will tell you that I know where the coronavirus came from. It's man-made, but you wouldn't believe why, and the where, the when, and the why. It's very, very simple. That's why I said, just fight it with spirit. It's going to be your spirits that are going to protect you from this, and it's going to be your faith that's going to protect you. Whatever you believe in, I don't care what you believe in. I don't care if you believe in Jesus Christ or whoever it is that you believe in, as long as you have faith, and you are using obvious common sense. For example, if you're feeling congestion, try that remedy. Try that remedy. Oh, another thing I would put in that remedy, I forgot. I would always put a couple of like maybe 5 to 10 drops. It depends on how much you can take eucalyptus. But in that salve that I do, I don't mind giving you guys the recipe. I like to share with people. Cayenne pepper, the cayenne pepper, cinnamon, honey, like 5 to 10 drops of eucalyptus, and then maybe you can even put a few drops of maybe a drop of camphor oil. Okay, camphor oil, you can use like a drop or so in it, and maybe even some lavender because lavender helps to relax, or either chamomile oil, and you just mix that up and rub it on your chest. You can also use it for pain. If you're having pain anywhere in your body, that salve that I make actually works. And you want to make it thick. You want it to be thick where you can rub it like a layer of it, and you'd be surprised at how like it just opens up everything. Even if you just have some congestion, even if you have a cold, that's like one of my little cold remedies that I do. And I do believe that it'll break up pneumonia too. I believe that that recipe that I just gave to y'all will break up pneumonia. Okay. So, anyway, guys, I'll see y'all later. I got to go. Love and light.